It's Bay Radio Breakfast. Thanks for stopping by. I'd like to introduce you to a man who's not only a thoroughly nice fella, right, but he also sports one of the finest beards in the business, right? And that beard means business. It's Paddy Brennan, everyone. Hey, Paddy.
Yeah, hi, Dougie.
How you doing?
I'm doing grand, thanks, and thanks for the invite.
That's all right. It's good to see you. Now, before we take a deep dive into boxing, tell us specifically what drew you to Spain? What specifically Jávea?
Yeah, right. It's always been a dream of mine to come to Spain. Ever since I saw it once on the TV, I thought about the sort of warm climate, the sort of tapas, the sangria, the sort of sand sea and everything else. And I thought, I always dreamt, coming out here, if I could afford it, and thought, yeah. So I made the decision back in 2020. When all the madness was going on, I thought this is possibly the right time to leave. So I hired a Winnebago, hired that on the 12th of December, sort of drove down into London and sort of travelled through France and landed here on the 18th of December, where there was nobody. It was like Armageddon when I got here. I mean, there was just nobody around. Everybody was all sort of locked up and God knows what. So I spent a couple of weeks on the beach with this mobile home with 5 rescue dogs and my wife. And it sort of, made me realise, the decision that I made was right. It's got everything here. The healthcare is just incredible. What's going on back in the UK? I mean, my God, it's like a year's wait, just to get, a dentist appointment. So coming out here, you're straight into the hospital up here. You get seen on the same day. It's just marvellous. So I know I made the right decision. And setting a boxing club up here was, I've always been in boxing since I was 8 years old. I had a big club over there in the UK. And I thought I've retired from boxing. I'm never going to do anything like that again. Then I realised there was no boxing clubs out here. So I set the first one up 3 years ago in Denia. Had my first show in 2022 and I sold 600 tickets in 3 days. Now, I've never been able to sell tickets. It's been horrendous, really. That was my 24th show, and I've never been able to sell. I get lots of promises sort of about 2 months before. I'll have 2 tables, Paddy, or 3 tables, and then come a week before, they just want 1 ticket. So it was horrendous, and you've got to get good kids on a good bill to generate, the punters out there. So set up here in Jávea, it's just incredible. We're up to 63. I've been open now 3 months. And we're up to 63 members. We've got quite a few private classes, and now we've picked up 2 local schools. So I get them twice a week, which is fantastic. So I'm getting good support. I work with the police, national, local, and the Guardia Civil. They joined. So, it's great. The connections are just fantastic. Yeah.
So quite a lot from Bay have joined your gym, I understand.
Well, listen, you guys, oh my God. I've had 3 in there this morning, and I'm not joking you, mate. The one girl, I could probably, 6 months' time, I could probably get her first fight. She's incredible. And the other girl, I don't know really, I can mention their names, but Katie, my God, she's like a tank. She comes at you, Jesus Christ. Honestly, once she starts to position herself properly, her power's incredible.
Yeah, nobody messes with Katie.
Oh, I tell you, I don't think I'd want to mess with Katie. But you've got a guy in here called Connor. He's absolutely fabulous as well. He's an Irish guy, so I'm going to punt for him. So, yeah, very good.
So since your arrival in Spain, has that influenced your day-to-day life, your style of boxing, perhaps?
Well, out here, it's predominantly kickboxing or MMA or, some other form of sort of martial arts. So boxing here is very new to these guys. I think you've only got 1 world champion here in Spain. There might be 2, but I know you have 1. And I've met this guy, lives in Murcia, and is a wonderful guy. But the boxing doesn't seem to be that busy. But since I've been here now over the last 3 years, there's 4 clubs. 4 clubs have arrived. So it's good, really, so I can mix and match with these guys. There's one of them in Denia, one is in Andorra, and one is now oh my God, oh Christ, I'm trying to think of the name, but just outside of Jávea. So, but yeah, it's great, really. I can mix and match with these guys and then turn up on a Saturday with a bit of sparring, and that really helps my guys. Yeah.
Cool. So what's been the most rewarding part of your relocation so far?
I think all of it. You can't just sort of put one thing on it. It's been fantastic. The life is fantastic. The warmth is unbelievable. You know, the beaches out here are unbelievable, and some of these beaches haven't been walked on. I mean, it's wonderful. You can go any direction here in Spain, and you'll always find something. Where I live in Denia, it's the gastronomical place for me in the world. It's just unbelievable. I think there's 480 restaurants there. I read that somewhere when I was trying to do an Airbnb, and it said 480 restaurants, and oh my God, and every one of them's competing against each other, and it's so cheap. It's so cheap to live here. Yeah. That's another reason I'm here. Yeah. You know, I could fill up my van, you know, once a week, and I've still got money in my pockets. I think in the UK, somebody was telling me there today, I think he said it's £2 a litre. A litre. Yeah. I've never known anything like it. Whatever's going on over there, so I know I've made the right decision.
Absolutely.
I'm out here in Spain. The culture's different here. The climate's different here. The healthcare is completely different. You know, I'm all for privatisation. I really am, because you get seen straight away. Once you pay that, and it's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. So once you pay it, you're in. You know, and I know quite a few people here have got ill and have been seen straight away, and they're fine within a couple of months.
You do know, by the way, Jávea was a little jewel, I think Spain's best kept secret for a while. Now you come along, you tell everyone.
I know, it's terrible, really. I need the promotion. I mean, the reason that I'm here, and I'm sort of trying to pump myself out, and you guys are going to help me, I really need the numbers to go from sort of 63 members at the minute. I need to get it to at least 150 to make it pay for itself, so I can pay for another coach at least. I bring in some recreational coaches. They charge me by the hour, but I need another guy in there. I'm getting busier and busier. The summer hasn't even started yet, and I know I'm going to get a lot of walk-ins. I've got one guy on the books now. He's my manager. He's a great guy called Marcel, absolutely wonderful. I met him when I first landed in 2020. He's wonderful, and he's never sort of come off that path. I've taught him how to box. He loves it, and now he's a coach. And the people love him. The kids love him. Everybody loves him. The mums and dads absolutely adore this guy. His life has completely changed. He was working at some motor car place up here. Every time I saw him, he's covered in oil. He smelt of car fumes all day, and he was sort of, you know, I don't know, like he hadn't slept for a fortnight. Now he's in there, honest to God, and he loves it. He's fit. He loves it. He absolutely loves and dreams boxing now. And he's great guy, great personality.
Excellent. So have you got any shows coming up?
My plan is, I did one in 2022, and I thought I'd never do another one, but I'm definitely going to do one this year. So with the help of Bay Radio, and I'm going to do one in December. I did it 9th of December 2022, and it was an absolute roaring success. And I had then the Channel 4 team come and did a documentary on it, and they recorded it and sent me the documentary, but it never got aired because of what was going on. Right. With the lockdowns and stuff like this. So they got moved out somewhere else. I think I lost those two guys, and I don't know what happened to that video, but they sent me a copy of it, which is fantastic. But yeah, so 2020, I'm going to do one this year. I think it's time.
Where will that be?
Well, because I got the boxing club here in Jávea, and I've possibly got 80% of people from Jávea coming to me, but I've been offered this incredible building that I had in 2022, right on the Balearic, right in the port, and it's incredible venue. It really is. But I'm not saying, you know, I'm going to do it there. Because I'm in Jávea, I may look for a building here. It's got to be big enough. You know, 600 tickets in 3 days. I need somewhere big enough, stick the ring in, and, you know, and have all the, you know, the seating and food on and everything else. The caterers, I need to talk about that. And it's a big ask to put a show, and it's a massive task, really. Sorting out the show, sorting out the coaches, bringing the people over from Ireland, because I'll definitely have the Irish come over again. That would be just fantastic. I mean, the Irish just want to beat your tiddlywinks. You know, doesn't matter what it is, you know.
So how do you see the gym evolving?
Well, we've been here 3 months. I'm up to 63. I've just got to get the promotions out, really. Just the word of mouth stuff. You know, people need to tell other people what it's like, why it's different from anywhere else. The cardio is just incredible. So it's really important that people, you know, come, experience it, and then tell people. On social media, it's fantastic. Yeah, they see it, but they need to experience it. Yeah. And the only way to do that is really for people to go out and tell other people and drag them in there, you know. So, but it needs to evolve. I need to get up to that 150 number. And if I don't know what I'm going to do. I really need to get that number to pay for it. You know, at the moment, I've got 63 members. That's just now paying for one wage and all the bills. So I really need to get it up, you know, the 150 mark. And I'm sure it'll happen.
What about different styles of boxing? For instance, I came up with this great idea. You're going to love this.
Yeah.
Music boxing. So you could do funky boxing.
Yeah.
You could do rock boxing.
Yeah.
You could do jazz boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
You're not convinced, are you?
No, not really. So it's an academy. So with the
Okay.
academy, I'm a level 3 coach here. So it's an academy. So I teach the ABC of boxing. We do have the music on the background, especially when they come in for the first 20 minutes. It skips, skipping 10 minutes. Press ups, sit ups, squats, punching in the air. They do the stance, the ABC, the boxing, and then they get straight into work. Right. And they're on the bags. They partner each other, and they learn the sort of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an academy. I do as academy. It's heads and shoulders above any other club I've come across, and I do it right from the beginning, so they learn it all. With the music, it's fantastic there in the background. But I think funky boxing, maybe in the future, I don't know. If there's any money in it, I'll have a go on it. Listen, I'll have a go at anything if there's any money out here.
That's what I like to
So.
Have you had to tweak anything since you've been in Spain, like your boxing styles or?
Well, no, because it's sort of it's like riding a bike. You never ever, lose that. You get on the bike, start pedaling, and boxing's the same. People come in, they're either southpaw, which is they're either left-handed or they're right-handed. Some of them's got awkward stances, but it's correcting that. As an academy, I correct that on day one. And if I've got to go over it and over it and over it for 6 months, I'll do that. So every time they come in, I'll just get them to get in the stance and I'll correct it until they're absolutely right. As a boxer, you never moved up the chain until you learnt the ABC, your stance. You move to the left, move to the right, move to the back, move forward. And you shunt your punches out, twist in, twist out. So you need to be doing that first before you sort of, get carried away.
What advice have you got for someone considering a big change like moving abroad to pursue their passion like you have, or be it in boxing or any other field?
You know what? I would encourage everybody, especially what's going on in the world here. I mean, I've never felt more safe in my whole life. It's wonderful. The sort of diversity here with the cultures. There's so many cultures here, and everybody gets on. I can go into any bar, doesn't matter where it is, on my own, and within 5 minutes I'm talking to somebody. I can order drinks and be talking either to the waiter or the waitress or somebody sitting near me. There's lots of holiday makers here. They just want to spend their money. They've got a week, 2 weeks, and they've just got to get rid of their money, and they'll speak to everybody. So I'm never ever alone. It's wonderful. The climate, the beach. Once it starts warming up, I'm never out of that sea. And what I'll do, I'll do a couple of say 10, 20 minutes in the gym, and then we're going on the beach. We'll train on the beach and we'll jump in that sea. I mean, that's going to be fantastic. Yeah. I'm that close to the sea. I'm sort of 35, 40 seconds from my door to the beach.
Yeah.
35, 40 seconds, I'm on the beach. It's just incredible.
Excellent.
But for anybody who wants to come out here, I'd encourage it all day long. Get out here. It's great. The climate's fantastic. The people are fantastic. There's not a lot of red tape here. You just get straight through it. And you meet the right people here, and it's wonderful. And they've all got the same goal as you. They just want a different life, chill out, relax, and enjoy it. Yeah.
And if anybody wanted to join the gym or get in touch with you,
yeah.
How would they do that?
So there's several ways. We're on the internet. You can Google me straight away, Paddy Brennan, Paddy Brennan Boxing here in Jávea. They'll come straight up with all the details, or just come and walk in. We're on the Arenal. There's a big sign out there, Paddy Brennan's Boxing. They'll just walk down the stairs and they'll just come in, subscribe. They haven't got to subscribe straight away. They can just walk in and just pay for the session and then think about what they want to do. It's very, very cheap. It's €60 for the whole month. I've got to pay 21% on top of that. So I can't go any lower than that, but it's €60 and they can come 5 days a week. 5 days, and Saturday morning for a bit of sparring. So it's very, very cheap. You're never going to get any cheaper than that.
Excellent.
Yep.
Well, I'll see you in there.
Fantastic, Doug. I can't wait to get you in there.
Paddy Brennan, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank
Thanks.
you very much. God bless.